But yeah, Death Stranding. Director's cut. Boo.
Just boo.
Yeah.
Next. Boo.
He likes the story. And I trust
Do you actually like it?
I like the story. I feel like I feel like Death Stranding is not a good video game, but it's a good method to tell a story.
But it's a video.
But all the hipster think pieces about it.
That's true.
All the hipster think pieces about it.
This is a ironic hipster think piece.
But
Just
Come to life.
George.
George, baby.
But the problem is, it's a video game.
Yeah.
So,
But what is a video game? But just a miserable pile of codes.
Well, who says a video game has to be fun?
I mean, even Last of Us 2 was a fun game.
Yeah.
Even though it had all...
No, that's a thing with. I don't think a game necessarily has to be fun. It just has to be.
Yeah.
No, it just has to be engaging. Like
Okay, that's fair. That's
engaging mechanically.
Right. No,
like this is
Exactly.
interesting to do. I want to see where
that's
it
fair,
goes,
that's
where
fair.
the mechanics goes. So I don't think a game necessarily has to be fun, but it has to be interesting.
But
and
usually,
engaging.
doesn't engaging just
I mean, usually
fun?
No.
not necessarily.
No, because like some people see one thing as fun, and some people see another thing as fun, and some people see a game as engaging, and other people see it in different ways.
Wait.
All right, like, I need an example.
You should check out. Have you played Death Stranding?
No.
Okay, here's the thing.
All right, hit me with it.
I've played co-op with you, and Bennett Foddy's Getting Over It. You should check out Death Stranding.
Why so I can be tormented again?
It's a walking simulator.
Yeah.
You literally
You are a
have to
FedEx. You are a FedEx
by walking
package delivery
simulator.
guy.
You are using the trigger buttons to like manage your leg balance.
Yeah.
If your left stick moves slightly to the left or the right, your character starts falling to those directions.
Then you have to manage the balance and everything, and then just hold down both of them.
And if you have heavy packages, you have to manage your balance that way too.
If it's ever like 80% on Steam, definitely check it out.
Okay, 80%,
And
okay.
Or if they give
you
it away
pretty
for
much
free on the Epic
walk
Game Store.
across the United States of America.
Yeah.
And
It is.
they're setting
Those
up.
sound tedious.
They're both. Well, that's
It gets-
a point. That's one of the point of the game.
Yeah.
It is like I said earlier.
It wants you to feel the struggle of uniting America through the gameplay.
By walking.
I live in America.
It's pretty heavy.
I don't need a game to tell me that.
Have you seen the movie The Postman?
No, I actually haven't.
Okay, it's pretty much that. It's like, hey, if I deliver people's mail, it'll bring people together.
Okay. Wait, but I'm still stuck. What would be an intriguing game that would not necessarily be fun, or the mechanic would not be fun?
I'm trying to think. I've played some. Ooh,
the first Nier.
the first Nier is not exactly fun. It's tedious to get through, but
Okay.
But it has a really
Worthwhile.
good. It has a really good storyline. A really good way to say it.
Papers, Please is the perfect example.
I thought that was pretty fun.
You thought it was fun.
Yeah,
See, that's another thing.
Yeah.
It was engaging. You can't say the
Yeah.
gameplay was fun because you are telling people no, fuck off. or
Yeah.
But that's fun. Because I played it too.
Paper Mario Origami Kingdom.
Okay.
That was
Is that the new one, right?
That's a new one.
Okay,
So
okay.
it was a very engaging and fun. Well, it was a fun game, but I fucking hated the battle system. I hated doing battles every time.
Yeah, like
That's messed up.
When Papers, Please came out, I really felt it because at the time I was working at a law firm that handled foreclosures for banks. Go big banks. But yeah, it's pretty much a document factory. You're just pumping out different documents and like sending them to different places, like the clerk's office or the client, or it's a document factory, and you really feel the drain of office.
I mean,
work
I've
in
played
Papers,
it.
Please.
I've played the game.
It's
I played it
soul
actually.
draining, dude.
Yeah, but that's why I'm like, for me, I found it more fun. Because
you always
just
felt-
trying to like match and be like, am I letting that guy in?
Well, I show you fucking. There you go.
All right, but you at least felt like
multicultural podcast. in
you at
America.
least felt the drain of it, like the pressure,
Actually, yeah.
the pressure
Yeah, it
of
really
hitting
is.
quotas of just like, yeah, I get it. I get how some people would find it fun.
Yeah, I'm
I found
like,
it soul draining, and it matched.
that's
my
because
time.
you did it in
Yeah,
real life.
and that's what it exactly. That's the purpose of it.
I
That's
fortunately
what the
never
function
had a
of it.
job like that where I'm like, oh my god, I hate
The Papers,
this.
Please, perfect example. I think it's up there with like Nier Automata as some of the premier examples of games as art of like the form of the gameplay being the thing that drives the meaning and purpose of the game.
Yeah, that's. At least I have some hints now.
I kind of just want to jump off of there. One of the things that we've been seeing a lot, like in the artosphere, is like interactive art pieces.
Artosphere.
Fuck you. One of the interactive art pieces are becoming like more and more of a thing now. The museums are opening back up. They're trying to get people engaged and people coming to the museums. The only way to do that and retaining that public is having interactive pieces. One of the big ones I've seen that I thought was quite beautiful was where the artist cooks for you, but they're like this is like, I forgot where country they're from. They're like an immigrant artist and they just cook meals for you that their grandma used to cook. They just sit you down, and the whole piece is you get a home cooked meal from them.
Okay.
Interesting.
Where's this and when can I get this meal?
Right?
But they're not a very engaging vehicle when it comes to telling the art, because from the outside, just like how Walter pointed out, I'm just gonna go there and eat. What's the point of it?
Right.
Okay.
Until you start talking to the artist, and start reading different think pieces, then you kind of get to see the gist of it. With video games being the vehicle to tell a storyline, you kind of get that through gameplay, and most of the time the gameplay drives you to get into more into the story.
But the game, or the thing you were just talking about, is not a game. It's
an actual thing that you can go to a museum.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Interactive art.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Well, like one of the main examples for experiences for me for that sort of interactive installation, when I was in London, there was just like some museum. I don't remember what it was called, but it was this room with a projector, and then the artist was just sitting in a corner typing what she saw in the room and described people who were coming into the room, and it was just on the projector.
Do you ever get racist?
And
this is London.
Maybe. I mean, this was...
Oh, this brown bloke.
Well, this was
squinting at me. No, never mind. He's just looking at me.
This was in like 2007, 2008, so, you know, things were less
racist.
It could have been like, oh, these people, I'm just assuming this thing about them. I don't know. Like, you get it. You walk in there, like, I get it.
Yeah.
This isn't particularly interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, a different perspective and just literally projecting one's perception of others onto... real clever there.
That sounds
real
deep. Sounds deep.
Yeah. Real clever.
I got a happy from that. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, art, interactive art. What were we talking about? It's hot.
Yeah.
We got a Joe Rogan this. Go 4 hours.
Fuck,
Can I Ric Flair
I will
chop
get
you?
racist.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm serious. Let's do this.
All right, make
Hold
sure.
on, let me get more chest so we get a pop.
Wait, Paulo, turn
Focus.
a little more.
Yeah, let's make sure. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That's some Giorgio Giovanna.
It's Zelda, I'll buy it.
Ooh.
Woo! What's next?